computer. Okay, recording is on. So I'm sharing my screen. Okay. So today I don't have any data. So we will get the data from a website. So Juzarbai, you can
Perfect.
take half an hour break because I showed this demo to you already. But still, yeah, it will
Yes.
be a practice. Actually, Juzarbai gave me this idea. You wanted on some data to be picked from website.
At noon.com.
Yeah, noon.com. Okay. So let's connect our Power BI to Noon. So I'm opening Power BI desktop. So I hope everyone's Power BI desktop is ready for action. Yes. Okay. So, one second, let me minimize the screen and okay. So I'll go to option get data. From here, I'll go to other, then I'll go to web. Then I'll say connect. So it is asking me for URL. So I'll go and I'll search for a web URL. So I'll go on .com. Okay, sir. Let's say which one we want to explore. Let's see in electronic. Let's see mobiles. In the mobile, let's go by brand Apple. Okay. So as you see now, the screen is showing me all the products from Apple which are listed in known.com. So basically, when they are creating this website, they create these HTML tables. So now this is an entire table which has different elements like the item name, then item price, then discount, then when it is arriving, what is the rating, everything. So now we want all this table in our Power BI. So what we can do is we can actually copy this URL and come back and paste the URL here, then click on OK. So now it will create a bridge between the web page and your Power BI. So it will ask like how you want to access. So mostly we will select anonymous, and if you are connecting any website where you have to enter your user ID and password, so there we will select the windows. So if the website is giving you an API, from here also you can connect. For this we need API keys. So we'll go and select anonymous and we'll connect.
Can you share the link on the chat? This web link?
Yeah, I'll send it. Yeah, this is the link. You can also try simultaneously so that we can optimize on timing, because while connecting it takes some time. So we will be on everyone on will be in the same page. So let me know when you get this navigator screen. So I will pause till here.
It has imported 7 tables.
Yes. So each table will have different information. So we have to go and see each and every table. We can just preview it and see what all the information is captured in those tables, and we can accordingly select. So everyone reached till here. We'll wait for 2 more minutes.
Yes. Wait. Yeah.
Okay.
7 tables.
What about others?
The system has got hanged. Just
Okay.
Just give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, Sanjay ji बोल रहे हैं he's got only 3 tables. Let maybe okay, maybe the information will be there in any of the tables. Or did you select the same? Everybody got 7 tables, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we can click and preview. For example, if I when I click, it will show me a preview. Don't click on this box, the checkbox. It takes some time. Yeah. So this table has almost all of the information. Table 2, this is somewhere in the top. They have created the categories. So that is coming up. And here, the name of the brands, and these are, I think, the filters maybe. This is coming from the filters, like different brands and the filters which you can see in the left side. This is again variant. Again, this is coming from the filters.
Colors. Yes.
Yeah, this is, I don't know from
This
where
is
it is coming.
size, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, maybe. This is again from the header. Okay, so table 1 is more relevant for us because it has all the information, correct?
Yep.
So everyone click this checkbox on table 1. Then you will get 3 options: load, transform, and cancel. Let's go and transform because today we will do some M query, not much. So once everyone get this screen, let me know.
Deep,
Yeah.
when I copy and pasted the link, I got the error, and after that I got disconnected.
Okay, we'll wait for you, sir. No problem. Because it is very important that everybody follows this.
Everybody gets the data.
Yes. Because we don't have data.
It is saying me, please enter a value. I just copy and pasted from the chat section,
Mm-hmm.
and it says that
Okay. Can you share me your screen?
Did you
yeah, just a minute.
get 100 at the end in the link?
Yes, limit is equal to 100 last.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a minute.
1 second. I stopped my screen sharing so you can share. Let's see what's the challenge.
It should be advanced or basic option for pasting the URL.
Where you are getting this option?
Get data from
basic. From web.
1 second. I opened it, get data on the web, and then I just pasted the link over there, basic.
Okay.
I clicked OK.
No, give me the number. Give me the number.
Now I think it is working. No. Let me share the screen. It says that host disabled participants
Okay.
screen share.
I'll enable. Yeah. You can try now.
Why you are calling?
1 second. Now I think
Yeah.
it is showing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's correct.
So you can.
Table 7 tables.
Yeah.
Okay, I
So you
disable
can take
the
the selected.
pull down
Yeah.
list. Yeah. Stop sharing. Okay.
Okay. So if you see, there are 3 steps which are created in the inside the Power Query. So if you want to see all these steps, you can go and click on this advanced editor. So here you will be able to see, okay, this is the first. So we selected the source, then we extracted the table from HTML.table source. Then this is the format, and it automatically change the type based on the first 1,000 lines. So what it will do, the Power Query will read first 1,000 rows, then it will assign the data type accordingly. For example, this one, if you see, it identifies these as numbers, so it has assigned as 1.2, which is decimal. Here it is showing it's an text, so it is assigned ABC, so on and so forth. So now what we will do, we need to change the column names. So we will change it accordingly, okay? So you can double click and change the name to item name, okay? Here item tray. Here we can mention brand. Currency is everything is in AD, so we will remove this column.
Currency.
Yeah,
Okay.
we may not require that column. I think this is the screen size.
Rank.
No, it is rating basically. So
Yeah, rating. Rank or rating. And number of people who are
Then
given the rating.
okay, so maybe this one. Yeah. You may need number of reviews. So here I'll mention delivery. You can give your own name, no problem. Tomorrow, tomorrow. I think these
It is
are
ETA
duplicate
1 and
columns.
ETA 2. Earliest ETA and second ETA.
Okay, so we can take any one for now, just to reduce the data
Okay.
size. Then last column, the same. Only
No,
decimal is
you see, the
missing.
first one is the reduced price, and the second one is the retail price. And then there is a
Okay.
discount.
Okay, this is the discount. Okay,
This
this
is
is the
retail
discounted price.
discounted price.
So I'll change it to discounted price. And then this one, I'll make it original. And this is the discounted. Okay. So all ready, sir?
In the first column, we have, with FaceTime, GB is there, color is there,
Hmm.
5G is there.
Yeah.
Can you split? Like
Yes,
Apple
yes,
12
yes.
is there, iPhone 12.
Sir, we will do that. We'll do that, sir. We'll do that. Because what we'll do, we'll not change the item name, but we will take the characters which we need from the item name.
Pradeep, can you just go on the right slowly? I just want to pick up the right column names. Yeah, just hang on for a second. Perfect.
और यहाँ पे अगर आप देखेंगे, it is showing as table 1 name here also. You can change anywhere. Either you can double click here, or you can change name to, for example, Noon iPhone, something like that.
No iPhone analysis.
Yeah, something.
Does the case matter in the table names which you just put?
Table name case doesn't matter, but usually in Power BI, the uppercase and lowercase you have to be a little bit careful because otherwise it will not identify. This is just for our reference we are giving, so that's okay.
Maybe one question.
Yeah.
Some rows have null values, like in
Mhm.
ETA or DUV,
Yeah.
even in the original price also.
Yeah. So basically in this case, there is no reduced price, only price they are mentioned directly in the discounted price. So basically there is no discount.
Mhm.
So this is the final price actually. So one
how
more
to
thing,
remove
whenever,
those,
yeah,
how to remove those null values?
yeah, that I did. Because null value is very different from zero value. Because in any analytical tool where you use, we have to identify and treat null values. So there are different ways of treating. So for example, there are certain null values. You want maybe the item which is coming in the top. For example, you want AD 4619 to be coming in the same row and down. So in that case, you can click, then fill down, something like that. So there are different ways of treating null values. So here we are not going to do that. Here what we can do is we can replace null values with the zero. So I'll click, right click, then find null, replace with zero. So you can.
I encountered this problem in one of the data set where I was working. The different columns, text
Daniel?
and numbers, but issue was removing the null value and putting the zero. Some columns I was able to do, but others I was not.
So here you can click that. Okay, I'll do it once again if somebody has missed it. So here there are null values in this column.
बाहर ला दिया जरा जल्दी कॉर्ड नीचे नीचे नहीं मोबाइल लैपटॉप कॉर्ड.
So here we will click replace value, right click and replace value, then value to find null, replace with zero. Done.
Done.
One more thing we have to do, which is, so if you see here, this is
તને કહું છું નીચે છે તો यहाँ નીચે છે ટેબલ પાસે.
Tyson by finding it difficult to locate the chord.
I'm so sorry.
Tyson by मिल गया chord आपको?
No, not yet.
When I replace the original price,
okay.
Null is zero now, but 8 is gone.
Yeah, 8 also we are going to replace because that otherwise we will not be able to change it to into decimal. If I try to change it now, if I try to change it now, it will throw me errors. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace values. Same AED.
Okay, AED.
With the nothing. With the
blank.
nothing. So blank.
Nothing. So it will
नहीं sir.
convert into the number.
Sorry. AED के बाद एक space भी है. So give one space also.
मेरा ऐसे ही चला गया था.
Still not done, I think, because they're still on the left hand side. So
yeah, then we can actually change
right
it. We can change it. Yeah. Okay. We can change it. So this green legion will show us if there is any error. But again, only 1,000 rows. If in the first 1,000 rows any error is there, it will show as something like a red cross.
What is this grayish thing?
That is empty cells.
Pradeep, alternatively, we can split this into two columns and then delete the AED column. Possible?
Yeah, but we don't need AED, so that's why I thought this would be a better option. So for example, if there are different currencies and you want those currencies to be retained in a separate column, then you can do a split. So somewhere we are going to do that. 1 second. Maybe here we can do that because the international specs, it is coming in after an hyphen, so that we can do, but not everywhere. Yeah, I think yes, we can do it. So till here, everybody reached till
But
here?
you have dash otherwise also.
Which one?
You have dash otherwise also, so I think it will create some issue. International specs, na? Other than that also there are dashes.
No. There are some options like the last. I want to split only the last one, last hyphen. So if you see, last hyphen is only about the.
No, there is mid-list version also. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Type, yes.
Everything will be in a different column. So I want to retain this one. I'm not going to replace. I'm going to retain. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to split column by delimiter, and delimiter is the, by default it gave me a hyphen, not each occurrence, but the rightmost delimiter. So now if you see, only these specs. So there are basically three: HK specs, Hong Kong, international, and Middle East.
This is demo mode.
This is demo mode, yes, sir. So now we can change the item. We can change this .1, and here we can put specs.
Sorry, how did you split this?
Okay, I will
Pradeep?
show one second, sir.
Sorry for that.
No problem. So I'll select. I'll do a right click. I'll go to split column.
Yeah.
I'll go to by delimiter. Then by default, it is giving me this option, custom. Here, actually, you can select multiple, but you can actually, by default, it is giving me this option. So I'm okay with that. Then I want to, have a split only on the rightmost delimiter. So I'm selecting the rightmost delimiter. Then okay.
Okay.
So whenever it splits the column, it gives another name with one, at the end you will find .1. So here you can go back and change it to the item name, and this one, double click, specs. So everyone is still here?
Yes.
Okay.
Will keep it null.
So null values again will replace with 0. Or we can put a dash or NA. Not available, not applicable. Instead of 0, better to put NA because it's not a value.
You can put it blank.
Yeah, we can keep it blank also again. So better to give some name so that we can, in the filter also, we will have, something, we can filter these or slice those information based on the specs.
Do you want to do a trim because there is a leading space?
Yes, we'll do that also. There is an option to transform, then trim. Yes, thank you so much for highlighting that, sir.
Right.
Now it is more cleaner.
Yes.
How to make nil from nil to NA?
So you have to select it, then do a right click, replace values, then value to find null, replace with NA.
Pradeep, only I had one step actually I did not go through that to how to align right side original value. It was you already explained that before. That original price value.
Okay, that one actually you have to click this one, the the data type. So there you have to select it to decimal number. By default, now it will be in text, so you have to change it to decimal.
Okay, done. Thanks.
How you got this trimmed?
This one, the specs. If you trim it, so there is one space that will go.
Sorry, how do you trim it? So what do you do? Specs and then
Again, right click, transform.
Yeah.
Trim.
Okay, that is option. Okay.
Yeah.
So like, has it trimmed the front and the back and the last didn't trim something in the middle?
No,
so how does it operate?
that is the
What
trim. There is a difference between trim and clean. Trim only, I think.
Okay.
1 second. Let's see what it do basically. Our trim versus clean. Yeah. So transform trim is column irregular spacing. Typically, the spaces in text before or after the content. So before and after the content, we can use trim. Then clean removes the non-printable characters. Are we all ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So now we need, okay, so from this column, what are the other information which we need? One we need is how much is a GB, right?
GB type 45G LT.
Yeah, 280, 256 GB, 64 GB, those informations we need. So now, how many variants? Okay, so how many variants will be there? One, it will be 64 GB will be there. Then
Color.
128.
128 GB.
256. 32.
256 GB.
I think even 32 will be there. Yes.
32 GB also there?
Yeah,
Could be
32 is there.
In the earlier versions, yeah.
Okay, now we want to create one conditional column. So which will go and check whether any the column name has 64 GB. So it will put in the column, it will put 64 GB. So we'll see how to do that. So go to add column.
Yeah, Mr. Pradeep, but in a very large data set, you would not have the conclusion of which are the unique GBs.
Yeah.
So would we have something else which just gives us 2 or 3 characters before the word GB? Because we can't
that way
have this
also we
unique
can.
list.
Yeah, that way also. See, there is one function called mid. So if you see in the Excel, we basically use a combination of search and mid. So search is character, then bring the number of character in between those. So something we can try it here also. But since this is a very small data set, we'll just first we'll put that column, and then we'll explore the other. There are multiple ways of doing things. So as then when you get friendly with the data, you will be able to explore the different ways of doing it.
Okay.
So right now I want to cover one mQuery function which is called text.contains. That's why I'm ticking on to this option. So we'll explore other things also. Okay, so I'll go to add column, then custom column. So it will open one blank one wizard wherein I'll be able to write the mQuery functions. So now this window is a place wherein we are writing mQuery functions. So if you go mQuery function, mQuery function. See, these are all mQuery functions, text functions, text.clean, text.contain. So now we are going to use text.contains. Okay. So text Okay, before text.contains, we actually wanted to create an if condition, right? For example, if it contains 32, then mention 32. If it contains 64, then 64. So we'll start with if. So the beauty of mQuery and DAX. So in mQuery, you need not put any like brackets. Here you can write as though you are writing a sentence. For example, something like this. If text dot contains which text item name, then what text, like 64, then 64, else put null or else put other. So
Should it
then
not be the
we'll,
reverse?
which one?
If it is 64 GB, then 64.
Yeah, that's what we have written. If the text
No,
dot
you put
item
first.
contains,
Oh, okay.
see,
If we say if it is 64 GB, then you put 64.
yeah, it is
Should it not
contained.
be like
So
that?
anywhere in the, if it is 64 anywhere, it will take it. I can put actually 64 GB also.
Yeah, because actually 64 could be some in part of some model number also. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very, actually very correct. So text dot contains 64 GB, then 64 GB, else others. Okay, just let's run and see what happens. See now wherever it is 64 GB, so it has give us 64 GB, and everywhere else it has mentioned others. So if I filter 64 GB and see for value, see everything is 64 GB. Okay. Now I'll go back to my query, which is here. I'll keep on. Okay. Now the problem is whenever you are doing, there is one more option too, which is conditional column, but I never use it. I always prefer to write my own functions. So this is the other way of doing it, but we will not do that. We'll stick on to our old school technique, which is writing. So I'll mention as.
Pradeep, can you just rewrite that M query which you just wrote on?
Yeah, I'm doing that only. Because if I'm going to that gear, it will identify, okay, this is not a custom, this is a conditional column. So let's give the user conditional column, so it will be easy for him. That's how mQuery reads.
Perfect.
So,
Thank
okay,
you.
I'll mention the memory size. Then mention text. If, okay, I'll start with this. If text dot contains where, it is asking me where. So where item name. Okay, which text? It is 64 or 64 GB. Okay, then 64 GB. Okay, now I want to continue the function. So instead of else, I'll mention else if. Okay, this is multiple if conditions. How we write multiple if conditions in Excel. Similarly, I'm doing it. So if text dot contains item name 64 GB, then 64 GB. Else if, again, text dot contains item name 64. We had 32 GB also, right? 32 GB and 32 GB. I'll say contains After writing, I will share this with you, so you can directly paste it and you can use it. That's it. Okay, 32 done, 64 done, 128, then 256, right? Okay. Dot.
512 as well.
Oh, 5121 is also there. Yes, yes, yes. And then, text, 256. GB. Then let's see. Contains item 9 texture contains what else? What else left? 512, right? 512 GB, then 512 GB. Else, some problem. Okay, bracket missing. Else, others. Perfect. So let's see if it works. Yes, it works. So now let's see in other. Okay, I'll share this function with you. Okay. I can share it from here also. Okay. Yeah. So till that time, let me see anything. Which are the things coming in others? There is 16 GB also. Okay. There is 256 space GB. Okay. What we can do? We'll do a small change. So where I mentioned 128 GB, I'll mention only 128. So then in the others, or 128 gone. Now only 16 GB is left. No, there is on 256 GB also. Okay. So 256, I'll only make it 256. Now how much left? Only 16 GB left. So we will add that also. So if you want to write function here, you can actually keep on adding clause. Else if item name contains 16, then 16 GB. So now when your table is empty, so we have treated everything. So now we have a memory size. We can change the type to text. So I'll share this once again.
It's showing token then expected, show error.
Yeah, I think somewhere you missed 1 second. I'll change it. I'll share it once again.
I tried to write.
Okay. Somewhere you forgot to mention. Then it has to follow that pattern. Yeah. So sometimes what happens after the meeting is over, this chat we are not able to do anything. So what I'll do, I'll print a copy in our WhatsApp group also. So if you're trying, so maybe you can use the function from here. So everyone reach till here?
Yeah, so far so good.
Okay. So any other information we want to use here? No, right? So now, once everything is done.
Color, we can use color.
Okay.
Or model.
Color, where is blue? Okay. So where color is appearing in blue, gold. Sometimes color is not there. For example, in this one, the color is coming in
black.
first.
It is black.
Yeah. So similarly, we can. I think we can use the same technique. So text dot contains black, then black. Gold. Yeah, we can do that actually. We can copy the same formula, then replace wherever required.
What we will do about white, then white.
Yeah, correct. Let me write it. So I'll add one more column. I'll name it as color, but color is getting captured somewhere. No, right? No. Yeah. Second column. Color. Yeah. Same thing, but
Went wrong with my
what
pen.
happened? 64 GB. Okay, what are the colors? Black, then black, white.
We can suggest this tables to noon after that.
Maybe they are having much more advanced analytics. We don't know, because in my company I have created an automation wherein every day we are getting prices from our competitors, and dashboard is prepared wherein our prices will be compared with the competitor prices. So that's how we strategize. So, but other companies I don't know how they are doing. But I use Power BI and the combination of RPA, Power BI, Power Automate, everything. Black, white, gold, gold. What else? Blue.
Purple.
Pacific
Yeah.
blue, green.
Blue.
Even gray is there, I think. Space gray.
Gray is there.
Space gray. I think space gray.
Space gray.
Yeah, that's okay. If it contains gray, then it will. What else? One more color is it? Purple. Okay. Okay, I think this is fine. So if you see, we got the color also. So let me see in others which colors are coming. Oh, many others. Silver is
Green
there.
is there.
Silver is
Graphite is
required.
there.
Silver, graphite. Oh, gray, it's GRAY. Okay.
Something called midnight green.
Yeah, that will make it a green.
Different
So
versions has different colors, yes.
So what we can do, we can add some more. Okay, item name contains green, green, and gray. I think GRAY, right?
AY, yes.
Item contains
Silver.
Silver as silver. Okay. Now in others, oh, very less items. Okay, there is GREY also. Okay. Now, okay, then we can do a small variation in here.
Yellow is also there. Red is also there.
Okay, then I'll do a small variation. Okay. So
Pradeep,
where
can
is
we
the
do an and?
I think we can skip
Yeah,
this
yeah,
step. We can go ahead because we have now known the concept.
yeah, but still there is one more variation I wanted to do, which is like if
Okay.
there are two, for example, if there are two names, the GREY and GRAY. Okay. So what I can do is I can add one more condition. If text dot contain this one, or text dot contains no somewhere else.
No. Yeah, after the comma.
Yeah. Or text dot contain, comma GREY. Okay. Let's see if it works. Somewhere I messed up one comma. It's just gray, okay. Or yes. Yeah. So now both the grays are taken care. If I go to GRAY, I'll be able to see both the grays. GREY also and GRAY also. So this is what I wanted to show. So clear? Similarly, you can use and also. So I'll share this M query also. I'll share in our chat also. So you can use and let me know if you are finding any problem. Okay. Clear so far?
Yep.
Okay. Here also there are null values.
One question here.
Yeah.
Instead of creating a new query, I copied the previous one and changed the colors in the text notepad, and then copied this. It gave me no syntax error when I did this. Okay. But when pasting this query over there, and instead of value, it gave me table only.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah, just might be some syntax error is not there.
Yeah,
but this is the last column here.
Okay, it has created multiple tables. Well, add column, added section color, table dot add column. Okay, so the problem is when you're creating a new column, it actually succeeds the previous one. For example, in the previous name, added custom. So table dot added column. Here it is. Okay, added custom. That is correct. Then each, okay, here you are considered again add column. That's why it is created 2 times. So
Okay,
can you give me control?
How to pass control? 1 second.
Request remote control.
The remote control.
Yeah, I requested.
Okay, approved it.
Okay.
Actually, I find it easier to edit in text note and then copy paste it.
So the text note will not work here because when you're doing it, actually it should succeed from the previous one. So in this one, the first condition should come. I'll show you how it works. Now I'll remove this one. So when I'm adding a custom column, okay. Let me. I think the problem is you have to here remove this one. Fill this part.
Yeah. Okay.
Now it will work. If text dot
It says
contains
that
and
token end of
remove this also, last one. So this will work.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, if you see table dot add column, added custom. This was your previous.
Okay.
Now it is the second one. So when you're adding new, it will nest it to the previous query.
Got it.
Oh, sorry, previous steps, not query.
Yeah.
Okay, you can stop sharing.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, back to my screen.
I'm getting an error.
Okay, so now we are done with the transformation part. Now we are going to visualization part. I hope Noon's iPhone sale will go up since now everyone has one dashboard for iPhone. We'll keep on checking the prices and keep on buying. Okay, sir. Now what we can do is let's
I think we
see.
should save once. We should save once now.
Yeah, yes. We should save. Yes, thank you so much, sir. So this is Noon iPhone dashboard. Save.
Adi, can you give me 2 minutes?
Yes. I think we can take a break now because I think we for last 1 hour continuously we are practicing. So maybe we can take a break of like 5 minutes or 10
Yeah.
minutes. How much you want?
5 minutes will be enough.
5 minutes will be enough. Okay, I will set a timer.
Hi, Pradeep. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I've added to custom column, but it's showing me the error.
Can you share your screen?
But
If you can just check it should start with if. I think if is missing in Pradeep's copy. Start with if.
Okay. Did I miss something on? Oh, okay.
It doesn't start
If
with if.
is missing. Okay.
so I did with if, but it's showing error. Let me share this.
Yeah, share your screen. Okay.
Okay, this is so you can see, right?
Yeah. Table dot add column added custom one. Okay, if texture contains. Okay, I'll fine. 1 second. Give me. I am requesting for remote controls. Yeah. I'll check. No problem. Okay, let me see. Okay, I understood because in my function item name is capital. So what you have to do is you just change it to item name and it should work. And this one we should do it somewhere in the top. No, it should work. So it's working.
Perfect.
Because it is case sensitive. Since I have put and here you can actually change it to text.
And you took us to one screen, automatic screen, where you can define where to go. How did you do this?
Which one?
table was shown automatically, like where
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
writing
yeah.
the.
Okay. So if you click on this gear, it will open.
Perfect. Thanks.
Where,
I
where,
didn't
uh,
get the cost
where,
of
Pradeep?
them.
Where to click?
To
Pradeep,
get this
where
one,
to click to see this table?
you can click one gear button is there, right? Next to settings.
Yeah. Okay.
There you can click, or else you can go do a right click and then go to edit settings.
And after that, you then we have to move to the to save this file, right? And
Change the name. Here it is mentioned a custom one. So here you can mention as color, and here it is memory size.
that I will do it. This is memory is always fine, or what you mentioned? Memory space. Huh?
Memory size, something like that.
Save this file, right?
Yeah. Oh, it will throw error. It will throw error. 1 second. Because it will throw error because you change some more. It is added in between, and after that you change the type. So this one is going to throw an error. Yes, I knew it. And now you can change it. Okay. Now close and load. Then you can save it. Okay, sir. Now let me share my screen. So any of you, if you are in e-commerce business, so this will be a very important topic for you. So you can keep on monitoring your competition pricing by creating a dashboard.
Pradeep, one question.
Mhm.
When you take this data, is this going to get updated on a real-time basis? So you took the data from the web.
Yeah.
Now, if there's any change, would your data also get updated real time?
Excellent question, sir. So currently, there are different ways of getting the update. So right now, when you are clicking refresh, 1 second, let me share my screen. This is very important, and I was expecting this question actually.
I think it should update on real time if you refresh it.
1 second, there are different ways actually. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, first let me create a quick visualization of the size wise.
Demo mode.
Yeah, this is now we are in demo mode. So discounted price, discount rate, original price, discount price. So now text wise. Discounted price. Okay. So international spec is the highest. So one more. I will bring memory size already done, brand color. So gold is the highest segment. So now, see now this data is as old as when did we started import it? When we started the import. So we created the connection between our machine with the Noon website. So whenever you are hitting refresh, okay, it will activate that connection and it will get you the updated price. Okay.
Yeah.
So now who is going to do this refreshing job? We cannot, keep on doing it every time, right? So for that, we use something called, see, Power BI is out of box giving us one personal gateway, wherein you can refresh, like you can schedule like 8 times in a day. Okay. For example, if you want more frequently, it has to be refreshed and you should be notified, then you should use something called as Power Automate, which is an RPA tool. If you want to have a quick demo of how to create the gateway and schedule the refresh, I can show it to you. So everyone want to see that now, because I wanted to cover it in some other session, but since this is also very important, because after creating the dashboard, now you want the updates, right? So how to get the updates on your email on time to time basis. So how to do that? So is it okay if I can share it now?
Yes, please.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Step number 1, you have to publish this. Okay. So once you publish this report, it actually goes to your Power BI portal. Okay, I'll show you where is the Power BI portal.
But for publishing, you need a license, right?
Yes. For now, you can for practice you can use a trial version, which is valid for like 60 days. So now I am publishing it on my personal workspace, which is my workspace. Okay, so after refreshing, after publishing, it will create one link. So go and click on that link. So it will take you to the Power BI portal. So you have to use your same credentials which you use while downloading or while you created your Microsoft account. Somebody must have got it while they purchase Office 365. So you can use that ID. So now this is actually how we are sharing our published report to the people. So there is something called as share, where you can actually copy the link, and whoever having this link, they will be able to see the report. Okay. Now how to schedule the report? If I go to my workspace, okay, there are so many dashboards available. So this is the latest dashboard which I published. So whenever we publish any dashboard, two things gets published. One is the data set and other one is the dashboard. So now this data set has to be refreshed on periodic intervals. Okay. Now I have not scheduled any refresh. That's why it is showing as NA in the next refresh. So if I click on the scheduled refresh, it will ask me to create a gateway connection. So I already created my gateway. I think my laptop name got changed. So that is why it is showing as not, but you will be able to do that. Okay. So I will create a new one. Now there is a problem because maybe my IT will ask me to install, but for now I'll try to install. You'll also get the same message when you are downloading, when you are trying to create a gateway, right? You have to download this on-premise data gateway, personal mode. It will take some time.
But we don't have the professional license.
Yeah, you can actually take a trial for 60 days. Then you can actually test on this. But yeah, Power BI license is actually very cheap. So I think we should get it.
Yeah, I think it's $11 if I'm not wrong.
Yes,
Per
11 or
per
yeah,
month?
11 or 6. Okay.
So when we publish this thing, does the recipient also need to have this published license, or he can do away with the free version?
No, you should have published license. Then only you'll be able to see.
If
Okay,
anybody wants to,
there are other ways of sharing also. I'll show it to you how. For that,
If you
you
share the
should.
link with us, yeah.
I'll share the link. Let's see how many of you are able to open that. 1 second. Okay, now let me finish on this one. So I'll try to install the personal gateway. I hope it get installed. No, it is asking me again. Okay, it is installing. Great.
Is a personal gateway. I did not understand. So this is not on the public domain. This is our own laptop, right?
Yeah, this is our own laptop.
Okay, so this is like our data is not going on to the public domain.
No. Your data is still in your system only. It is just that you are creating gateway wherein you will be able to schedule the refresh. It will take some time, but yes, it is very required.
Can we do something on that original file in the meanwhile, or how?
Yeah, we can do that actually. Okay, now so one is we can mention its main page. So Mate has given us a link. eBay. What is this?
just click the link for anybody who wants to.
Okay. Office 365.
It's 2.89 euros.
Okay. 20% off. 5 users. Okay, sir. So now, okay. One, we should have a main page. Okay. Let me reduce the size.
Pradeep, I think we haven't created these dashboards. We were still in the demo mode, so maybe we need.
Okay. I'll give time for that, sir. First, let's create some visuals. Okay, and let's have some.
Will it be possible to track the changes as in which prices got increased, which prices got decreased, something like that?
That is not possible, sir, because when you are hitting refresh, it will remove the old record and it is replacing it with a new record. So that tracking of that change is not possible until and unless there are different ways to do it actually. For example, whenever you are refreshing and you want to analyze those data, you can actually export the files. For example, this is actually my data set, right? So if I quickly create a data set, it will look like this. So item name, memory size, spec, original price. I don't need original price. I need the final price. Okay. Then I need the color. Then I need the memory. That's it, right? Yeah. So what we can do is in Power Automate, there is an option to export all these files into an Excel file. So basically, you can export this data. So, Where is it? Data, yeah. See. Oh. Okay, the gateway is not running on your laptop, right? Okay. So I did export, but where it? Data. Okay, maybe this one. Data.csv because it exports in CSV format. Yes, there you go. So what you can do is, see, this is your price as on today, which is 21st May, right? Correct, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one you can save it as a data set maybe. For example, let's save it as price on, or just put the date 21st May. May 21 dot CSV 21st May 21. Okay. Then what you can do is you can import this file into your Power BI. So for that you have to create an automation, sir. You can import it as a new query from CSV, then you will be able to reconcile. So it will keep on, or else you can actually append it into a folder wherein every time it will get saved, and you can actually link that folder to your Power BI, so it will all get consolidated in a place with the date.
Yeah. So Pradeep, what you just mentioned, what Rushabh was showing us, if we keep dumping data and then if we have data by day or by week or whatever, then could we go back in time and compare? So if
Yes.
you remember that
Date
exercise
add.
which Rushabh,
Yes, date add
yeah,
function.
correct.
Yeah, we
Can
can do
that be
that.
done then? But the question is, how do you dump the data? So if I want to do if I want to have an automated process where the data gets dumped every day without my knowledge, so I run a query or a DAX function, and then maybe every week or every 2 weeks, I have the data dumped already automatically, and I would just then run that data function and compare today with yesterday or with last week or whatever. Can that be
Yes.
done?
Yes, that can be done, sir. I can, one second.
Maybe we can leave it for the next session when we
Yeah,
get into
because I am
advanced.
having some,
Just
because I need
thinking loud.
to, yeah, check with my IT what's the problem, because if you see, for some refresh, this one gateway connection is not required. For example, if the data in your SQL server and you are connected through your Power BI, then it is not required. For example, if you see this one, it keeps on updating every 1 hour. Okay, so for this one, the data set, for this one, it is saying that gateway connection is not required because it is the data source are in the cloud. So now my scheduling, it happens like this. See, you can actually schedule like this. So 5 a.m., then 7 a.m., then 9 a.m., then 11 a.m., then 1 p.m., then 3 p.m., then 5 p.m., then 8 p.m. This is one way of doing the scheduling. There is one more way to do, which is called Power Automate. This is called RPA. So this is again altogether a different ocean where we have to spend a lot of time to understand how the RPA works, but only a small uh, automation I can show you how it works. So if you see this one, the Power BI refresh, I already created. Okay. So how it works, the recurrence. So how many times? Every 1 hour. Okay. What you have to do? You have to refresh this data. And after refresh, what you do? You should send me an alert. It is successfully refreshed at, and I'm creating a function. So if I open my email, I'll be able to see all this history when it was refreshed, and keep on doing it every 1 hour. So that's how the refresh happens. You can actually schedule it like every 1 hour or 1 hour, or see, I have actually scheduled it 1 hour. Maybe in the night it was not able to do 10 a.m. Okay, let me see the all runs. Okay, see, these are all successful runs. So it keeps on. Okay, why it did not happen? Because there was downtime in the server. So if there is any downtime in the server, then it will not be able to refresh. So night there was no traffic, so it was refreshing every 1 hour. So coming back to our dashboard. Okay. So back to the dashboard. So what we can do is we can actually, by using the Power Automate, we can actually schedule an automation where this one gets saved in your local machine. For example, it will work like this. So you will create a folder as known icon prices. So in this folder, it will keep on dumping on everyday basis all this file. You can schedule timing when you want to have a dump. So the how the automation works, it will export data, then we'll go to, it will locate the folder desktop. We have created known icon prices, and it will create a name. This is on 21st May 2021, and it will get saved. So it will keep on happening. And what you can do is you can you can import that entire folder by using more. Go to folder, connect that folder. So here you'll be able to see based on the date. Transform. See, there is one problem, and I'll tell you how to resolve that problem also. Let's see. Let it open first. Let's see which are the, yeah, no problem. Okay. Now we have the date also. If you see, the source name we mentioned as a date. So if you change it slightly, you'll be able to get the dates, right? If I just go and replace the .csv with blank, and if I change it to date, I got the date. So it will keep on appending this file. Got it, sir?
Pradeep, one question. So you said it keeps dumping into Excel. So you did it right now, but if you want this to happen on a regular basis or as per schedule, how do you do that? Sorry, I missed that.
I did not explain that, sir. Actually, we have to use Power Automate for that. And
Okay,
again,
we
it's
can
a
do it later.
yeah, Power Automate is again, but I can show you like where it happens. Okay. So even I'm still exploring Power Automate because of like almost more than 8 months I spent in UiPath. So after spending so much time on UiPath, it is very difficult to come back to Power Automate. Power Automate actually initially I started, but then I stopped it. Okay, so what you can do is you can create a flow automated. This is robotic process automation, which is having a refreshing by the robot itself. So automation crowd. So what you can do is price. I can give some 1, 2, 3, 4. Enter custom value. new step here. If you search Power BI, there are certain pre-built steps. See, export to file. So by using this one, you can able to export the independent file. Or there is one more option to that. This is like a built-in connector. So Power BI, basically the Power Automate, they are charging for using their connectors. There is one more which is called as Power Automate Desktop. So this is based on the UI elements. Okay, so I'll open any. For now, I will just click on this one and show like which are the options which you can use to export. We'll have a separate demo on this one because this is, this will take too much time. But I'll just give an
So it will,
overview. Like, so see, if you see on the left side, there are different options. Like the robot, it will go to particular application, then it will do some clicks. For example, if you see this one, somewhere, yeah, Power BI export. See, this is the flow which we have created. So it is basically exporting all the files to a place. One second. Not close. Power BI export. See, this is how it is doing. We have to program these steps. Then it will be able to export it.
okay.
So this one we will cover in a separate,
Yeah, it looks fairly complex. So
Yeah, it
don't
is
want to
complex.
discuss
It is
it.
actually complex, but this
Yeah,
is how
don't
we
worry.
do it actually. Then we give
Okay.
it a, particular folder path where you want to save, something like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to introduce which are the different ways to do, so that you can, if you want to explore yourself, you can do that, or if you want me to have a session, so we can do that as well.
Perfect.
Okay, sir. Coming back to our main page. So I think that was a beast mode, what I would say. Like within like 5-10 minutes, we saw so many things at once, and back to our dashboard. So okay, now I wanted to cover the topic which we are actually scheduled for today, which is the bookmark and actions. Okay. So usually what happens, we have to optimize on two things. One is the space, other one is the performance. So space, if you see, the canvas has very limited space. So for example, if I also bring those all filters here, right? If I bring the filter like, okay, bring the color, then one more filter, which is, let's say, specs, and one more slicer, which is, I think we have specs, color, and what is memory size. See, now there is limited space for the visualization, but I want the slicers, which has to be hidden. Okay, before reaching here, so you want to create this visualization in your system also?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll give 10 minutes for that. Go ahead, sir.
Can you help us doing which ones you have used?
Which one, sir?
Which one of these you have used? One is this slicer. What is the other one?
Okay, so I used pie chart, then two line charts, not line charts, sorry, clustered column charts. Pie chart and custom clustered column charts.
Discounted.
So we are not using line chart now because we have only 1 day prices. Line chart is basically showing the trend. We can actually use line chart. Yeah. Let me try. For example, if I want to see, no, line chart is actually used only for trend, not a best case. Maybe I can create a small table. Important memory size. I want you all to prepare this matrix also, okay?
How to do it?
One second. Okay. Maybe what we can do, we can push it here and bring the matrix here. Yes. Okay. If you see this matrix, you'll be able to see like memory wise and the color wise how the people are buying, how they are listed prices. For 128 blue, what is the price? Black, what is the, no, why is price is going so much? Discounted
I think that is the total price.
Yeah. So what we
It's
can
totaling the sum.
maximum of that. Yeah. Perfect. So basically, everywhere we should have a maximum of the price, not the maximum. Yes.
Yeah, I got this chart, but the one which you prepared above, na, maximum of discounted price based memory size, that is little
This
different.
one. Okay. This one you have to select a matrix. The matrix is just like a pivot table. So it will give you like option for rows, columns, and values. In the values, you can put max of discounted price.
Now it is matching. Okay. This one is which table? Max, the one which you're selecting now.
This is like in the value. If you click that arrow, it will give you option like we want to make it a sum of items or average, minimum, maximum. If you don't want to do that, then you can actually write a DAX also.
And how to convert the column into row?
How to convert the column into row? You can actually move it. For example, see here it's a column, here it's a row. So you can actually move it like this. Like this. Yeah, this is actually cool, right? The table size is smaller. Yeah, this is a better option. So now you can accommodate this guy also. Okay. Now it looks a little bit neat. Yes.
Sorry, can you just do it once again, the row column?
Okay, I'll do once again. So this one, right? I'll delete it. I'll bring it back once again. You have to select this one, matrix. So when you select matrix, you will get row, column, values. So in the row, you can put color, and in the columns, you can put
Got it. Got it. Got it. Done.
memory size, and discounted price, max.
Thanks.
Yeah, can you show your third filter, which is like specs, memory, like what is that? The third filter, the third slicer.
Okay, I just did increase the size. Yeah, can you able to see now?
Yeah, the last one, what is it? The specs, memory.
This is
Yeah,
size,
it is.
size, memory
I
size.
think yeah, there are two. It is actually two got clubbed. So I can remove one. So it's only specs.
Yeah, so we have a duplicate then.
Duplicate then. Yes. Then I'll bring back the memory and I'll remove the size.
Okay.
So perfect, sir.
How you got this name? Known iPhone dashboard. How to make it?
That also I'll show you. Sir. Some slight beautification.
Discounted price by specs.
You want to have a header, so I will delete it. I will bring it back. So there is an option called insert text box.
So, okay, insert text box.
So
Yes.
you can actually bring it like this, then drag it, name it as known iPhone dashboard, then change the color to white, increase the size to 24, make it bold, and come to format. In the background, make it something like this so it looks catchy. We have only 15 minutes. So within 15 minutes, we have to wind up. Wait, did we start the recording, by the way? Yeah.
Yes, it is getting recorded. You can see the sign over there.
Thank God. Otherwise, it would have been really difficult to again cover so many things. We actually covered many things today.
We can even save this file for next time, actually. So we can proceed from here itself.
Yeah, now that's the idea actually. Now we'll keep on. So now if somebody joins, new, they have to go through the recording and they have to reach till here. Otherwise, it will be very difficult.
Only thing is, by the time we do next week, these prices would have changed.
Yeah. We'll just refresh it. That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll get again everything. I was searching something. Style condensed. Okay. Are we all good to go, sir? Next part is a little bit tricky and need more focus. So who all reached till here?
We reached, but not exactly the same, but yes, 4 graphs and the tables and this, most of things.
Anyone else?
Has to be
Yeah,
same.
I tried to make the exact thing that you made.
Yeah, we
have
don't
a-
have the.
I
I
have a
can give
basic
one more
problem.
minute. It is 12:44. So by 12:45, we will, we'll go to the hiding those slicers and optimizing the space. That's the topic. I think page navigation, we'll do it maybe next week.
Yeah, Pradeep, where can I get the previous recording and discussion on the subject?
Previous recordings are, you are part of the Power BI group, right?
I am now, but very recently I joined this.
Okay. So we'll share that recording with you. One second. What's your name?
Sanjay Kakarani.
Sanjay Gograni. Okay. You are there in the group right now?
I'm in the group now.
Okay. I'll paste it back. Or else, Sumit ji, I think you also have that link. You can share it in the. Okay. Let's quickly go to hiding those slicers and creating, kind of app-like experiences. Ready for that, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now I want something, some button over here so that this all, gets clubbed here. And when I click that button, so this will be visible. When I click that button again, it goes back. Okay. That is very important. Why? Because in order to optimize the space. Otherwise, you will not be able to fit many visuals in the same dashboard. So now we're going to do that very quickly. Okay. So step number 1. Okay. I need a button. Correct. How to get that button? So there is some option over here also. There are different shapes available. Okay. Here also and here also. You can select any, or else if you want, some better option like a kind of the menu option. So you can go to the Google and search for this particular option, hamburger PNG menu. Okay. So you will get something like this. In that, you can select transparent hamburger PNG. You can basically select anything. Let me select, I don't know whether this is the transparent one. Let me copy and save the image. Download. See, I already actually saved one image as menu.png. So let's make it menu.png. Okay. Now this button I want in my Power BI. Okay. So what I can do, I can go to image. In this, I can go and search, download menu 2. So this is the one I downloaded just now, right? I'll keep the menu somewhere here. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, here. So now my menu is here. Before that, I want to send this particular guy backside. So I can go to format, bring backwards. Okay. Now this is in the front. Okay. Now if I click this one, then this should appear. And there will be one more button I will add. If I click that, it will hide. Okay. Let's see how to do that. So before doing that, you have to add some views. One is bookmark. Okay. Other one is selection. Got it? So far good?
Yes.
Okay. Now I don't want fields. I don't want filters. So only I need to have these three things, and I will create an app like experience. Okay. So first one. Okay. Let me see the orders. So first is my image, then there is a text box, then there is a matrix. So you can actually name this one also, okay? These are all slicers. So now these slicers are one group, correct? So this one I want to come as in the front page whenever I am clicking. So for that, what I can do is I can add one more shape. Let me do something like this, okay? Okay, so all these things will come in the front. No, I did not like this one. I think better to have a plain square box. Okay, so now I have a shape. I can name it as a menu bar. Yeah, menu bar. Okay, then I have all these slices. Okay, these are all one group basically. Correct? Correct, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. So what I can do,
Yeah.
I can create a group. So I'll select slicer, then this menu bar, then I'll go a right click and create a group. Now this will be my menu group. Okay. So now watch carefully. Okay. Now I'm going to create a bookmark. The name of this bookmark will be show. Okay. So whenever I'm clicking show, it should, all this should come. Okay. So whenever I hide, this should go. Correct? So this is show, this is hide. Okay. So now here I want one more button, right? For cross. So if I click that, it goes back. Something like that, right? Watch carefully. Back. Now I added one more button. I will bring it over here. Okay. And now this button is also part of this menu. Okay. So I'll go and add it to the same group. So I can actually bring it, drag it and bring it to here. Correct? So now when I'm clicking the show visual, I'm able to see everything. Correct? And when I'm hiding it, everything goes back. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Actually, I need to order this. First, the slicer should be shown, right? All the slicers should come. Then the menu bar. Finally, the menu bar. So all this come in the order. You have to change the order so that slicer will appear. Then the menu bar, which is this one. So now, if I hide it, everything will go back. So now I got this. So I increase the size of my visuals because I have no extra space now. Okay. So when I click, I have my menu option. Okay. Just optimize on this. Okay. So now, so far it is simple. Correct? Okay. So far it is simple. So if I'm clicking this one, it is showing, and when I click it back, it is getting hidden, correct?
Yep.
Now I want this to happen when I click, I'm clicking this button, not clicking here, okay? Because clicking here is painful. So if I want to do that, then I have to change my bookmark actions. So when I'm clicking show, what it should happen? When I'm clicking show, it should show this one menu, right? It should show exactly like this. So I can click three dots here, then I'll click update. And I'll deselect the data. I don't know why people are deselecting the data, but let's do it. Let's not put our brain on understanding why we are deselecting that. When I'm hiding, this should get hidden. So I'll update the hide. Okay. Now if I'm clicking here, it is happening. See, so hide, so hide. Simple so far. Okay.
Yes.
Now going back to the button. Now I'm clicking this button. It should activate the show.
Show and hide.
Okay, so how to do that? If I click this button, I'm getting some additional options, correct?
Unclick.
There is something called as action. So what action will do? It will give me an option to trigger a bookmark. Which bookmark we want to trigger?
Show.
So if I'm clicking that, I should be showing. Okay, this image. There is one more image, which is this one, correct?
Yes.
This button. So now it is hidden, so I'm not able to see. Now I'm able to see this button. If I'm clicking this button, what it should do?
Action.
Action. Okay. It should perform an action, not back, but to go to bookmark, go to hide.
Hide.
Okay. So let's test it if it is working fine. I have to click on control. Okay.
Yeah.
Control and click it. It is hiding. Control and click again. It is showing. That's it, sir. It's that simple actually, but actually I complicated by explaining. So now, if you see, if I publish this one, right? Let me publish this one and see in action how it looks to the user. It is a little bit tricky to understand, but once you understand, then it is very easy to implement actually. For me also, it took some time to get hang on this, but yeah, then it is very easy. You can create a menu for each and every page. Okay, so if I go to the Pro, so we have 3 more minutes that will finish this one. Yes, sir. So this one will maximize the screen. See, if I click now, no need to click control. Okay, now you can use just like a button. Yeah. So if you can open, then for example, if you want to see black, then others. Then if you want to see international specs, then if you want to see only 256 GB, select everything and go back. So it will show you only those information which you have selected. Then you go back and select all your slicer which you want to see. Then go back. So now you can optimize your space. Otherwise, slicer you don't require every time, right? You just need slicer when you're selecting it. So that's how
For
we
filtering, you
optimize.
need slicer.
Yeah. So that's why an app, it's giving an app like experience. So if you go to ERP also, when you click it, it is showing you the menu, right? So now you can do some beautifications like, changing the background color. For example, this one box. This is the menu bar. In this one, you can change the color. If you don't want this color, But if you want the same color which we are using for the top, you can actually do that as well. Then similarly for slices, okay. So we want something on some light blue or something, and the text. Then change the text items color to maybe white, okay. And also the slicer type. So for example, if you want to give a selection control, like only one thing can be selected at a time, so you can give a single select, so it becomes like a radio button. Something like this can do. And okay, let's change the background to the original. Rather the background we can take something, some other color. Text. Yeah. Okay, one more thing what I wanted to show is, okay, now interactions. I think we know what interaction means, right? So for example, each slices are connected to each of the visuals. For example, if I'm clicking 128 GB, so for example, this one I don't want to change, like this one should be, get immune. So then you can go to format, edit interactions, and you can click that. There is a tablet icon here, let's drag this one, this one, this one. So it will show me everything. Similarly, when I'm clicking the specs, so specs, I think we are covering here, right? When I'm clicking the specs, this should not change. So we can make it in. Similarly, when I'm clicking on color, where is the color? This is the color. So this should not change. Just everything should change. Now I can go to format, close the edit interaction. Okay, now let me see. Let's see the gold. Okay, I think I did not. I'm having some problem here. I'm selecting gray. This one. Yeah, correct. This one will get changed, right? Yeah. Let me change it back to the multi-select. Okay. Yes, sir. So that's what I wanted to, demonstrate today. So I will save this file.
Fabulous.
So thank you so much. So next week, you also try to do this one, the menu option. Then if you're able to do, then we can continue with the same.
Can you share this file also, whatever you have done?
Yeah, but I think the problem is, let me do one thing. Let me share it in the WhatsApp and see. Okay.
Yeah, actually it doesn't work actually. Yeah.
We'll try to send it to WhatsApp. No. Yeah. Okay. Just see if you can download and if you can see the same, menu option, because this is now there is no local file. Oh, there is one local file. Okay, before using that, you should disable this one. Remove this one. Delete.
Maybe you can recopy it again.
Yeah, I'll do that. Delete this because only thing on iPhone. So this one, and then delete. Yeah, done. So we are done for the day. So enjoy your remaining weekend. Thank you so much for
The last
joining.
part was very exciting.
Thank you so much, sir.
The last part was exciting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pradeep, just
Thank you.
quick,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much, sir.
Pradeep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pradeep ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Pradeep, I have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
The file which you shared, it only gives. Yeah, Pradeep, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Yeah, the file which you have just shared, it just gives. What is it supposed to give? Is it the same dashboard that you see
Yes.
that we see on?
It will give you everything. The action, the menu, which was I have prepared everything.
Because what I see is just commands. I don't see the file per se.
1 second. Can you download that file?
So it
For
shows as
example,
a zip preview content.
no,
if you
don't
just
open it. Just download it. See, I am able to see it as a PBIX file. So if I download in my download,
there is no
download.
option on downloading. At least I am not getting it. It only says preview content. That's it.
Actually, I'm getting the message that the queries were authored with a newer version of Power BI and might not work with your version.
Yeah.
Install
You have to update your Power BI. Sir, if you see my screen,
yeah,
there is an option to download. Okay. Yeah, you have to go through WhatsApp web, not through your mobile.
So say the last sentence again, please.
WhatsApp web, the one which I'm using. This is WhatsApp web.
Okay.
So you can
because
type...
on my phone I can't download.
No. Phone you cannot.
Else you can do it. You can download on a mobile and then email it to yourself.
Yeah. That is the other way of doing
that
it.
will work?
Yes, that will work.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah. Because I just need, I'm sure we all need to practice what you just did, because I'm sure
yes, sir. It takes some time to understand.
There are quite a few steps that you did. Yeah.
Yes. The last, especially the last part, and the Power Automate, which we explained. So those things needs practice.
Yeah, can somebody download and try to see? Because I just clicked on that button.
Yes, it opened for me.
No, but can you do the click that hamburger and see if it is working?
That is not working. Yes.
Yeah, that's not working.
Then because that is configured in my system. I think it should work actually, but you can try. You go through the recording.
Latest one.
Yeah, maybe
no,
that is one.
Once we click the hamburger, it doesn't do anything actually.
No, control. Click control and click that.
Control and.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I can see that.
Yeah. Okay.
Control and click. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Pradeep. Thank you.
Thank you
We'll
so
wait
much.
for the recording.
Yes.